Guys, what's going on? I'm here with Coach Collin Bice, head coach at DeKalb. 3A program we're really excited about for this year. First, Collin, thanks for spending a little bit of time with us, talking about your program. Want to get right into it. You know, coming off a year, you guys went 19-7. You guys return a good chunk of the impact players from that group. First, I want to talk about kind of what you have coming back offensively.
Yeah.
I think it starts with, in my opinion, I look at it, Brady Vince, Drake Hall, two juniors that had huge years for you last year.
Yep.
Talk about those guys, how important they are to your program, and what you expect of them this year.
So yeah, I mean, it honestly goes way back to their freshman year, 2024. So 23, we had a very good squad. Those guys, when they come up as freshmen, a school our size, and in the past we've never had freshmen be impact players like they were in 24. And Drake and Brady, and then even Miles Brockhouse have been 1, 2, 3 the past 2 years, and barring anything changes, I mean those are our guys at the top of the lineup. So I mean, Drake always gets on. Brady's another solid guy, kind of a speed power threat, and Miles has always done a good job, knocking them around, and I mean really setting the tone as our first 3 batters in the past. So it's been pretty exciting watching those guys develop, and I know we're really excited about the future and the season, for those guys offensively. So.
Yeah, no, and I was going to talk a little bit about Brockhouse as well. Yeah, he provides a big bat in the middle of the lineup. From my perspective of it, looks like him and Vince, Malachi Webb, that's kind of going to make up the nucleus of the guys you trust going on to take the ball.
Yeah.
Right?
No, absolutely. I mean, Miles was a big piece last year. Webb, he had a few big games as well. Big game against Columbia City. He's going to get more opportunities this year. So those are our 2 big guys. Webb's about 89 from the right side. Miles is up to 85 on the left side. And like you said, Vince, another good lefty. You pair those three juniors along with, Bo Meinhardt Sr., Graydon Pepple Sr., and, I feel like we got, a really strong group, about 5 guys where, no matter where we're at in the week, rainouts, pilots back up, we got a bunch of good arms that, and I haven't even named all the, other guys we got, but I think those guys at the top, really set the tone for our pitching staff.
Yeah,
so.
I was going to say, Brockhouse is a guy that stood out for us at our All-State event last year. Webb, I know at a preseason ID in the summer, or I should say summer ID, came out, was up to 88 at that time. Guy might be flirting with some 90s this spring. So that group of juniors, man, like ton of talent. You talk about a couple of those seniors as well. Now, for you, are there any underclassmen that you're kind of expecting, or you're gonna look for to take a step up this year to kind of complement those pieces?
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. I mean, so last year we graduated 5 seniors, all 5 starters in one shape or another. But that those are guys that we got to replace. And I think depth-wise with some of the other seniors, the junior class, I think that those guys can step up into those roles. But even looking down the pipeline, I mean, we got a few solid sophomores. Colin Halpert, Blake Smith, Corey Cox, and then we got a couple good legacy players with our freshmen coming in. Micah Pentecost, his older brother, out of Taylor, just got drafted by the Astros. So that's really exciting. So he's a freshman coming in, and then Eli Miller, his dad was played in the Twins organization as a pitcher. So I mean, 2 solid righty lefty arms in our freshman class that I'm sure they're flirting with the potential to kind of come up and help us in some capacity. So yeah, I mean, from top to bottom, we got some holes, but we definitely have guys that we're looking at to fill those holes. So
yeah, no doubt. And I look at it, it's a program that you guys have had a ton of success the last couple of years, right? You guys have the talent. You guys have kind of started to build this standard. What are you looking to build with DeKalb baseball? What kind of baseball? What's the brand of baseball that you want? You really want this program to show? Sure.
No, I mean, ultimately, be fundamental. But we talk about some of our 3 big things. Be fundamentally sound. Offensively, we want to really put pressure on defenses, and a lot of it goes into the weight room and just being physically superior to the opponent. Win, lose, whatever the result. We hope that we leave the game, the opponent looks at us thinking shoot, those guys can play some baseball. So I think just kind of having that mentality, kind of forged by the fire in the weight room, really is who we are as a program. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for what we got coming up. Like I said, some holes to fill, but a lot of talent there. I mean, I look back at last year. You said it, 19-7. At one point, 16-1. We roped off 13 straight games. We had a lot of good things going on last year. But what we found very quickly was, winning masks a lot of things. When you end the season on 4 straight losses, that was a very unfortunate way to go out. And obviously to get dimed for the first time all season, sectional opener against Dwenger 11-1. That's how you end it, and you always look back throughout the offseason. You can kind of reflect back on that. So that's something just seeing how let that taste be bitter in your mouth, but kind of have that ignite the way that we want to attack the offseason, come out this year. And really what I tell these guys is, we have all the talent in the world. It's just a matter of, I need Bulldogs that are going to go out there, make errors, strike out. All those bad things are going to happen to us, but we need to flip the script, go one pitch at a time and, really be able to attack the game, every inning. So.
Yeah, well, and you talked about the physicality piece. I can see that in real world. I look at Drake Hall, I look at Miles, I look at Malachi, I look at even Brady Vince for a smaller stature dude. Like that guy's put together, right?
Yeah.
And so I could see that coming to fruition, kind of the way you're wanting it to. On top of, if I know your guys and the way you were talking about it, you didn't forget that sectional loss.
Yeah.
If I know your guys like I think I do, I think that's fueling them throughout the off season. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys come out this year. Team, like I said, ton of experience, ton of talent.
Yeah.
Team that I think in a 3A area where you're at, with a ton of talent, I think you guys are ready to make some noise. So love hearing the passion about your program.
Sure.
Love that you spent a little bit of time with us talking Barron baseball.
That's right.
So want to say best of luck this spring, and again, thank you for hanging out with us.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Yes, sir.